even though it is still like 90 degrees outside here in Arizona, I am taking all of the fall in through flavor. Today we're going to make a pumpkin ginger carrot soup. Not only is it delicious, but it's so good for our gut and anti-inflammatory with the ginger and the turmeric. Before we begin, Andrew's wondering if you guys can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you're not missing any great recipes. He's like, lady, will you just let me down, please? To begin, we're going to need a large pot. You can use any pot you prefer. I love my Dutch oven, so I'm gonna be using that today. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And while the oil's getting hot, we're going to chop 1 onion. The cuts of the onion don't have to be perfect because we're going to blend the soup later. Next, we're going to add 1 garlic clove. A garlic hack I like to do is take my garlic clove, lay the blade flat on the garlic clove, and just give it a nice pop, and that makes the skin come off so easily, and then you're also able to mince it a lot easier as well. Oh my gosh, those onions are making me cry. And again, it doesn't have to be minced very fine because we are going to blend it all in the end anyway. So we're gonna add the garlic, and then we're gonna take 8 carrots, and I have already washed these carrots. I'm not gonna worry about peeling them. If that bothers you, you can easily peel them, but I think that's kind of unnecessary, so we're just gonna cut the tops off, all 8 of these. And then I wanna cut the bottoms off as well. And then we're just gonna give these a nice rough chop and add them to the pot. Here we have our turmeric and ginger, and I'm using fresh for both of these. You can use powdered. If you don't prefer the flavor of turmeric, you can easily leave it out. I love the health benefits of turmeric, and I don't mind the flavor. It's extremely anti-inflammatory, so I'm going to go ahead and chop some of this as well, but you don't have to put very much. I'd recommend about a 1/2 inch or so of turmeric, but you can add as much as you prefer, and same with the ginger. I'm going to only use about 1/2 inch of a nub of ginger as well. And if you want it a little bit stronger, you can easily add more. So that's as much as I'm going to add, and I'm just going to take it and add it to the pot. Give everything a nice stir. And now we're going to add our spices. So we're gonna start with adding 2 bay leaves, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Next, I'm going to add a couple sprigs of some fresh thyme, add 1 can of pumpkin puree. The last thing we're going to add is 4 cups of vegetable broth. Mix everything together, and then we're gonna add the lid on the pot and let it come to a simmer. I wanna add a nice crunch of some toasted sunflower seeds. So I have some in the fridge here, and it's so easy to toast them. All you need to do is take a cast iron pan, add maybe a 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds, add just a sprinkle of salt, and then as they warm up, they're gonna get nice and golden brown, and we just wanna keep on mixing them. Well, now that these are toasted, I just poured them in a dish. I'm gonna set these aside until we're ready to enjoy our soup. Our soup has been cooking for about 15 minutes. It looks so good and it smells amazing. What I wanna do next is turn off the heat. Then I'm gonna remove our bay leaves and our thyme sprigs. So if you have an immersion blender, you can just go ahead and immerse your soup. I don't have one. I'm gonna ladle it into my Vitamix, and then I'm just going to puree it, and then once it's pureed, pour it back into the pot, and I can keep on reducing it and make it thicker, or I can enjoy it right away. I'm going to add fresh cracked pepper. We're also going to add some more salt. The last thing that I want to add is 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie mix. I know this sounds really funny, but that's what gives it almost this nostalgic flavor of pumpkin in the soup. To finish the soup, I like to add a little bit of coconut milk or heavy cream or 1/2 and 1/2. Give it a little swirl so it incorporates a little better. And then top with some of those beautiful toasted sunflower seeds. Add a little bit of green thyme just to give it a little more color. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm making a couple videos now every single week, so don't miss out, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.